It is the...
You're out!
I was going to say, take me out to the ball. Okay, whatever it is, it was the end of the season, the final. Did you watch it?
I did watch it, knowing I had to get up.
Were you a diehard Yankee fan?
No, I wasn't anybody
Dodgers?
fan.
Nobody, okay. But you watched it.
But I watched, I thought New York was out 3 games in since they were down 3-0. And then, surprisingly, on the 4th game, they won it. And then, come last night, 5th game, New York came out and got 4 runs in the first inning.
Looked like a blowout.
And then I think the next inning, another run. But 3 or 4 innings in, the wheels fell right off the team. I mean, right off the team. It started out with a line drive out to center. I think it was center or it would have been left field. Center or left field. I think center. Right in the guy's glove, and it bounced out of the glove and rolled away. So, that didn't work. Then there was another play out to the field, and it went over his head, and he missed it. Now, these are top-notch players.
And you said they were all simple plays.
Simple plays that just misread it. Next one was out to the shortstop, was a quick little flick to third base. Third base dropped it. The little toss wasn't very good either. And the next one, which was the most puzzling of all for me, guy at bat, Dodgers were at bat, L.A., and a rotten hit that just barely made it over first base, in so much so that the first baseman was to get that ball. He did get the ball, but the pitcher didn't go to first base to cover. He didn't run to first base, and he had time he could have done it. And the guy just walked into the first base.
The first baseman had time to get the ball and make it back to the bag, but didn't go back to the bag.
The pitcher decided to do something else. It was just the most bizarre I've ever seen.
Would you call it a haunting?
Maybe. And then another one's bat broke. New York's bat broke. And, they looked horrible. It was such an exciting start for any New Yorker, right? You would have thought, we're going to take this.
Now,
and L.A. beat them.
Explain to me this play. I saw a replay of only one thing that was going around social media. There was a hit to the far, I'm thinking from the perspective of the camera, it was the far right field.
Okay.
And over into, so the
crowd.
guy has to leap up, glove the ball. Fans, 2 of them, but one in particular, grabbed the ball out of the glove.
Well, they grabbed his hand, grabbed his glove, and the other guy pried it open so the guy could get the ball. They were both kicked out, by the way.
Well, so
they were season ticket holders too. They should get kicked out. You're an idiot.
You are an idiot.
Yeah.
So tell me about the scoring of that play. Was it a caught ball? It should be, because he was in possession.
Yeah, he caught it.
That's what
I
I
mean.
mean.
Definitely caught it. Yeah.
Was that the rule?
I don't know if they let the guy go or not. And the other one, there was another play. The New York's catcher interfered with the batter, so he walked to first, hit his glove. It just on and on and on. Just the wheels fell off.
A comedy of errors.
Yeah, and so there'll be a parade in Los Angeles.
Well, maybe they could use the parade. Maybe there's
they
stuff
said
to celebrate.
it is a sweet victory. Because the last time they won, I think, was they were playing, and it was during COVID. And they
You mean
won.
with the artificial fans in the stands?
Yeah, they weren't even playing anywhere home. It was a different stadium. Yeah, you're right, the time of artificial fans. And no parade, no celebration. So this is going to be a massive parade and celebration.
Isn't that amazing? So there is, you should use this metaphor, light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel was COVID. The stay-at-home days and fan posters or
was the haunting.
pop-up people.
Was the haunting.
It was the haunting. Wow. So now there will be a party in L.A.
Yeah. So I watched it. I stayed up, even though I knew I had to get up early and come here.
That's funny. So who watches these kinds of sporting events?
Retired men who don't have to go to work.
And you don't have to get up and make breakfast because you're getting one when you arrive.
Only reason why I come. There's no other reason.
There you go.
I just come for the breakfast.
All right. So
And it was a great breakfast. All those onions. Oh, that should be good for today. onions and peppers.
Oh, I like sautéed onions myself.
I do too, yeah. And it was a
Okay,
lot of it.
carrying on our theme of scary things, that was a scary time for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, it was really sad for the fans, I would think.
Except for the two who did get the ball. Did they get the ball from the two, or did they skedaddle?
I
after
don't
that?
know. They should have pried it out of their greasy little
They're
hands. Yeah.
Greasy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
I couldn't
mean, it
believe
was
that.
all. I don't know where they're at. I mean, two of them. The guy caught the ball.
I know.
And they grabbed his glove. And he still was pulling. Didn't want
Okay,
them.
tell me, is that typical for New York?
Oh, I don't.
Is that New York
It's
fans?
typical for a-holes.
Oh, okay. That's labeling the behavior pretty much. But yeah, I like that label myself. It's got to be pretty strange to do that
Well, yeah.
to an
and
act of play.
I mean, who?
It's not like the ball was yours and you were reaching your outstretched hands and the player stretched and got it from you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
you.
it went in his glove.
Glove.
Dead in his glove. He caught that ball.
So
So it should have been an out, but I don't know if it
on
was.
social media, I'm seeing it portrayed this way. Rah, rah to New York fans. They're the tough guys. They will pry it out of your cold, dead hands or whatever. And the other side is, of course, what kind of behavior is this? That's just
Yeah, it's just drunkenness.
thuggish.
That's probably it was. Too many
thuggish
drinks.
behavior. All right, so sports. Speaking of sports, have you been following the Leafs?
I have. They're frustrating. They won the last game I watched on Prime Plus, or was it Disney Plus? I can't remember. I think it's Prime
You
Plus.
can't find a decent game anywhere these days.
And they win that, and to my brother's, Bobby's anger, he says the games that are blocked out and I can't get, they win and they do great because they're being bigger audiences. And so I think they play tonight. I think they play the Kraken.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
What did I miss? Where did they come from?
Seattle Kraken.
Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
I hear.
There's a Utah team now,
Yeah, I heard Arizona was sold or refused to build the community refused to build a stadium.
Yes. So what can I say?
So what did they do? They moved them to Utah,
Utah. Now they
Yeah.
got a full real stadium.
with a Mormon Tabernacle choir. And
Well, we were thinking of names. Bob thinks it's going to be called Yeti. I wish they wouldn't do that. I like Salt Lake
the
City
Utah
Saints.
Yeti.
I like Salt Lake City Saints. I like that.
Okay, there is a New Orleans Saints, so
That's not hockey, though, is
that's
it?
not hockey. That's
Yeah.
football. So Utah Saints. Why not?
Yeah. Or the salt of the earth, or salt.
Okay, that could work both ways. Like Sodom and Gomorrah salt, or
Oh, geez, yes, I never even thought of that.
But it is isn't it
The pillar of salts.
where's the Salt Flats? Is that Nevada? Nevada Salt?
I don't know. There's Salt Lake in Utah.
Salt Lake, Utah. So is that where they do all the big races and speed sets?
No, that's not on the lake, you silly mortal. That's on the flats, wherever that is.
That's what I. don't
Yeah, I know what you're
So
saying.
Salt Lake City. It's a dehydrated. It's not a lake, is it? It's a dry lake bed.
But they have a salt lake
Oh,
A
an
real
actual
lake.
Salt Lake.
where you can go on a boat, stuff like that.
So it's not Salt Lake. It's Water Lake.
No, I think the other salts you're talking about are flats, like the
Yeah, I
salt
don't know.
flats or something,
Yeah.
where they do the high-speed
Yes.
races. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Moving on. For other themes of scariness besides losing the World Series, which is a scary prospect, especially when you're up. You said 5-0 at the end of 2.
Well, I told you. Did we mention this in one of our shows? I'm getting old. About the Manhattan alien abduction thing.
Yes, you
that's
did
good-
mention that.
I mentioned
Is that
it
a
on
New
one-
York scary story too?
Well, I think it's going to be scary.
Maybe if the New York Yankees were abducted, it wouldn't have been such a bad thing.
Wow, there's what is it? The Philadelphia experiment. And
Oh,
all
yeah,
this, scary stuff. But our audience probably doesn't even know that. The ones and twos probably.
The
don't know
Philadelphia experiment
that.
is a
Maybe
scary
that was
story.
is that the one with the boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
They try to put a pump out on a cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, and ended up
This-
hell on earth.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
People were.
Well, they say, all kinds of stuff. They say, like, the collider has opened up some void somewhere. I don't know. how
Yes, the
true it is.
Large Hadron Collider. That's a scary thought.
Yeah, that it's. Well, we have to remember when they do these things. Even I think when they first ignited the nuclear bomb, they weren't quite sure it wasn't going to cause a chain reaction and kill us all. The
No, they
universe,
thought
all
it might.
All creation.
Yep, but they
Yeah.
were willing to do it.
Yeah, sure. Thank
I
you.
think it wasn't. I hope it wasn't a 50-50 coin toss kind of odds. Like there was a 99 0.9, but there's a 0.1% chance that we don't know. Like, okay, that makes you mortal and humble.
Yeah.
In the world of mathematics and physics, there is that one random thing that might throw it all off.
But that's mankind for you. Oh, yeah, well, then we're all gone. So what? We'll just blow everybody up.
Well, that's
Then
why,
we'll know what.
That's why Musk wants to take us off the planet.
Well, he does, actually. That is one of the reasons he wants to.
You think
He's
so?
going to court today, by the way, I think.
Yeah, what has
He's
he been charged
summoned.
with?
Well, interfering with the election, I think.
Is
Giving
that the
people
$1 million wager?
$1 million. That's not for voting for Kamala, you know.
No, it's not.
No, it's voting for Trump.
Yeah, which puts it in a whole other scary realm, which is the scariness of when people in their right minds, that could be a political statement or a mental health statement, think that Trump is the best choice for America. That, to me, is the scariest of thoughts.
I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I don't think these billionaires are thinking that at all. I think they're thinking, oh, look, if he becomes a dictator. We show that we're on his side. He's
Isn't
gonna
that a
fund
scary
us.
thought?
It's a horrible thought. It's worse than being stupid. It's worse. It's
Because-
a calculated betrayal of your nation.
Wow.
And
Let me
that's-
get that phrase right. You heard it on the Jim and Terry show. Calculated betrayal of your nation. I love that phrase.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the same as a lot of the people in the GOP. Wasn't there 250 Republicans that already are complaining about cheating in the election and it's fraudulent election? Taylor Greene is one of them. You come on. You're not that stupid. You're selling out your country. You are a traitor. Calculated traitor of your nation.
I might take issue with she's not that stupid. I'll leave it at that. We'll get into more scary politics in the next Jim and Terry show. Yeah, a lot of scary stuff, from baseball to being ahead to having fans rip the ball out of your glove. Scary stuff. Not just in America. It's all over the place. What are we into? The Jim and Terry show. We'll try to dig into it. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.